Hey beautiful halos, in this discussion we had, Yana breaks down the benefits of traveling, cultural myths, racial stereotypes, and how traveling can greatly sharpen your skills and character. She also explains how traveling can greatly improve your mindset and change your life for the better.
I think it helped me to understand people and also not to judge people. You would never be the same person after traveling.
Well,
actually, it's true.
Why you should travel in your 20s. So, Yana?
Hi guys, I'm very excited to share my experience with you. Yes, so I'll be happy to answer all questions that you have for me.
Yeah. The very first question I want to ask you is, what are some benefits of traveling around the world?
Well, I can't name just some benefits.
Okay.
These benefits are literally uncountable. I think that it is easier to name disadvantages of this.
Ooh, that's a big twist.
I mean not easier but faster.
All right.
Because if you travel, you just explore the world, explore nature, culture, different languages, different people, different customs, and you never get back to your previous life after traveling. Especially when you dive into another culture and live into the culture of those people. So the advantages are just great. Like, it changes your mind completely.
Yeah. And what is the biggest advantage you've experienced so far?
Well, I would say that the best advantage is the knowledge that I got about different cultures, and I think it helped me to understand people and also not to judge people. Especially to get rid of different stereotypes.
Yes,
and
that's a
myths.
big problem around the world.
Stereotypes and myths that exist in the world about different people, different cultures. And
Maybe you can give them an example about the stereotypes you heard about Chinese people, because right now we're in China.
Before coming to China, I thought that everybody is very nosy and very loud and chewing very loud. But actually, actually it's true.
A part of it is true. The chewing loud thing is actually true, but the others are not quite true.
Yeah, I thought that it's very dirty. Oh, and the big myth, the big stereotype that I had, that you can find a lot of cheap production in China.
Well,
you can order it in Taobao, but in everyday life, Chinese people use just like simple things which are not very expensive, which are not very cheap, just like regular usual stuff. And they don't do everything very bad. Like in Russia, we think that
there's a saying that everything that is fake is made in China, so you'd think that everything they use here is fake, but that's absolutely not true.
For example, if you hear made in China, like, you probably think that this is of bad quality or of bad quality.
Very poor quality. That's true.
But the thing that they use here, they are just, you can't say that they're of bad quality. They are just simple things.
Another myth that I used to hear was that they eat weird food, like dogs, snakes, and cats. That's also not true, and that's one big myth people believe around the world. They think everywhere in China they eat dogs and cats and snakes. That is totally wrong. Some people do eat snakes and whatever, but it's in the south, a very small group of people, not the majority of Chinese people. So that's also wrong.
Of course, you can see some strange food here. I wouldn't say strange, different, because like in all cultures there is some food which seem to be strange to other people.
Even for the natives as well. Because some Chinese people also can't believe that some natives here eat snakes and dogs. But they do.
Of course, you can find some strange, but I would say different food here. But this is also kind of exception. On everyday basis, you would find the food that you can live with every day.
You can get beef, pork, all sorts of vegetables, fruit.
Fruits are amazing.
It's a good place to come if you love food, like her.
And the Chinese fruits are really, really, really good. I wouldn't say the same about vegetables, because I think that their vegetables
are what?
Leave much to be desired.
Okay. Well,
but
for
the
you.
fruit, just amazing.
Yeah. Right. Moving on, I want to ask you about the different lessons you've learned as you've traveled around the world. And I'd like for you to talk about one major lesson that you've learned.
If we talk about particularly China, I would tell that the biggest lesson that I've got here is that you have to fight for your truth, and you have to literally not
at work.
I'm talking about work.
Yeah.
And you should stick to your opinion, to your decision. And in China, you have to learn how to say
no.
You know that too.
I know.
How to say no.
Yeah. And don't just say no for the sake of saying no. Like, if you believe you're not supposed to say yes to something, give your reasons, like support your no. Don't just say no for the sake of just saying no. Don't be lazy trying to dodge work, okay? But if you believe that what your leaders are telling you to do is, the wrong thing, then it's a no, and explain why it's a no, and give them different alternatives they can use to move the work forward. That's the same thing that you do as well.
Yeah, you should be very straightforward and stick to your way.
Yeah. All right, and how does a person prepare themselves to move to a new country, especially if they don't have enough, finances to move, or to even just travel?
Well, there are some things that are pretty expensive when you want to go abroad. We talk about flight tickets. You can't do anything with flight tickets. They are expensive. You just can find cheaper one. But when you are preparing yourself for a journey, you have to understand that you need some money for that. There are no people who will just give you it for free, especially if you go for work, if you go officially and stuff. You have to have some money to pay for your traveling to the destination.
And also the paperwork. The process of getting all the paperwork can take some money as well, and time consuming. Yeah. All right, and I believe you've experienced a lot of cultures so far. Yeah. And I want to ask you whether you still hold the same beliefs or myths about the different cultures you've been able to experience.
No, definitely I do not. And some myths changed, and some stereotypes also changed in my mind. And I got rid of some of them, and I gained another.
Well, we can talk about that as well.
Based on experience that I've had here. If we talk about China, because we are currently here, I have some new stereotypes about Chinese character of people and how to behave with them, how to what I realized that it's better not to get too close to people. I mean, I don't mean that you should be rude or something, but you have to select. Because all people are trying to be nice with you, and all people seem to help, and all people seem to like you. But most of the times they just want to have a good time with you because you're looking different. And
you're a foreigner.
They just want to have a fast friendship, if I can say so. So you don't waste your time.
Or even sometimes just to show off to their friends, like, hey, look, I got a foreign friend.
So you better just don't waste time on people. You better just stick to some people you want to be really good friends.
People who help you grow as a person in everything that you do. Not just hanging out and wasting time every night.
Yeah, because in China, you can find friends very easily.
Barbecue all the time.
Yeah, here you can find friends very easily, but also Chinese like to gossip, especially in small cities. If you're a foreigner in a small city, you'll be discussed like this.
You can never go to a certain place without the whole town knowing where you are. Yeah.
I remember there was a very fun.
Yeah, go ahead, tell them.
Fun situation here. I used to train with the trainer in a gym. In a gym, and he was quite strict about my classes, about my dieting, and once I came to the lesson and he said, "Why were you in McDonald's?" I said, "Who told you?" He said, "I will send a picture."
Yeah.
So some people took the picture of me eating at McDonald's and sent to him like, this is your student, look at her.
Yeah.
Like, really?
Talk about getting embarrassed, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so that's one thing you should note. All right, the last question I gotta ask you is, in what ways has traveling improved your mindset and way of thinking?
Well, it improved it greatly. As I just mentioned in the beginning, that you would never be the same person after traveling.
Absolutely.
And especially after living in the same in some country, and like keeping in touch with local people on a daily basis.
Yes.
So I don't judge people by their appearance, race, skin color, whatever. And
maybe one more thing about stereotypes. Sometimes if you're a foreigner in a place, you might think people don't like you because they just stare at you with some weird face, like, look at that. But to break the ice, just say hi, smile at them, and you never know. Things could work out. You can become very good friends.
Yeah.
At least 99.9%.
Yeah, and also a good advice, living in another country, a good advice for you, try to be the same as others. Don't try to bring your rules.
Oh yeah.
Don't try to live your life.
Yeah.
Just try to be the same. Try to learn the language.
Yeah.
Show that you are interested in their culture, and then they'll reflect your good attitude.
And they love it.
Yeah,
they love to see foreigners eat their food, speak their language. And another thing, when you want to speak Chinese, sometimes you think, they're gonna think my Chinese is bad, and they'll be like, what is he saying? But they think it's cute.
Yeah.
When you speak, they really listen and they try to understand. So feel free, try to speak their language. You'll make more friends and you'll feel better about yourself. And you'll learn a new language.
Yeah.
See all the great things you can get. Yeah. All right, so what's your final word to a person who's trying to move to a new country, but they're maybe scared and they don't know how to do that? Any word to them?
Yeah, sure. Well, if you made up your mind to travel somewhere, to move somewhere, to live forever or just for some time, so the best time to start preparing for this is now, because you can't get the time back.
Right.
So even if you have some fears about not being accepted or being lost, like this is the 21st century and you can be found anywhere on the earth. And there are a lot of apps for translating and stuff. So just do it. Don't be afraid of it. You can do everything.
Right. Your future is in your hands. It's all up to you. So stop putting the planning off. Begin right now. You can get your phone, make a phone call, text a friend who can help you, and just move your life forward. Don't waste it, because you only got one. All right, that is it for this video, guys. I really hope you learned something new. And if you got any questions for Yana or myself, just comment down below. We'll answer your questions in the next video. Remember to do what?
To subscribe to our channel and to like it, of course.
Yeah. Like the video if you learn something new. It's very
Don't
simple.
dislike video
Yeah.
if you want to leave.
And also share it with your friends if you want them to learn something. That is it. Peace out.